cartels are now officially in the Pentagon's crosshairs. And it's not just the wall anymore. Trump ordered the kill shot.
America's fight against Mexican cartels has reached new heights, literally. High above the ground, fighter jets rain destruction on drug labs hidden deep in rugged terrain. Precision strikes can flatten fortified compounds in seconds, leaving chaos in their wake. As billions are spent and cartel operations crumble, the skies have become a deadly battlefield. What really happens when a fighter jet targets a cartel stronghold? Join us as we reveal the sheer power and devastating impact of these aerial attacks. War on cartels. For years, elite U.S. military units have operated along the southern border in missions that rarely reach public attention. Working closely with select Mexican military teams, these forces track cartel leaders through covert surveillance, intelligence gathering, and rapid, precise raids. Their operations are surgical, often leaving no visible trace, and many details remain classified, even withheld from some Mexican officials until long after the missions conclude. The cartels, however, have not remained passive. They have offered enormous bounties, sometimes millions of dollars, on the heads of suspected American operatives operating in their territory. Several U.S. agents have lost their lives in these high-risk missions, sacrifices that seldom make headlines but underscore the danger and intensity of this ongoing struggle. The stakes escalated dramatically just 2 weeks after the new government took office. 8 major Mexican cartels were officially designated as foreign terrorist organizations, a classification previously reserved for groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Military sources now report that the United States is preparing for the largest coordinated strike against these criminal networks since the early days of the War on Terror. 6 current and former officials from military, intelligence, and law enforcement communities have confirmed that drone strikes targeting cartel leaders, vehicles, drug labs, and storage facilities are under serious consideration. High-level discussions continue daily between the White House, the Department of Defense, and senior intelligence officials, with the Mexican government reportedly aware of the impending escalation. This approach, while unprecedented in scale, is not entirely without precedent. In 2020, former Defense Secretary Mark Esper revealed that then-President Trump had explored the possibility of missile strikes on drug laboratories inside Mexico. Though officially denied, the notion of direct, high-tech military intervention has persisted in strategic discussions, influencing current policy planning. The cartels have not remained idle in response. They have mounted defensive measures, attempting to shoot down drones with heavy weapons and constructing intricate underground tunnel systems to shield operations from aerial surveillance. Yet military analysts warn that drones may soon be the least of their worries. Intelligence now says the U.S. is readying its most advanced aircraft, the lead jet reportedly armed with vacuum ordnance to wipe out cartel labs and hideouts. The ghost above the battlefield. When the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber enters the fight against the cartels, it will not simply mark another phase in the campaign, it will mark a historic shift in modern warfare. The bomber stands as one of the most remarkable aircraft ever created, a fusion of innovation, stealth, and precision unmatched by any combat platform. Built from the ground up to bypass even the most sophisticated air defenses, it embodies the idea of total invisibility in the sky. It can infiltrate hostile airspace, deliver an exact strike with devastating accuracy, and disappear before any response can be mounted. Against cartels, whose defenses rely on improvised weapons, low-grade radar, and secrecy, the B-2's capabilities are overwhelming. Initially conceived in the tense climate of the Cold War, the B-2 was designed to strike deep into enemy territory, carrying nuclear ordnance past layers of Soviet radar and missile networks. It achieved this through its revolutionary flying wing design, which scatters radar signals instead of reflecting them. Its 2 cavernous internal bomb bays can carry up to 40,000 pounds of weapons, a payload that can be configured for any mission, nuclear or conventional, while keeping the aircraft's radar profile almost invisible. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the bomber's mission evolved. Engineers reprogrammed its systems for precision conventional warfare, allowing it to deliver guided munitions with surgical accuracy. With its GPS-aided targeting system and APQ-181 radar, the B-2 can map entire regions in real time, identify individual buildings, and release up to 80 precision-guided bombs in a single operation. Each munition can strike within meters of its target, enabling it to simultaneously neutralize multiple cartel compounds, laboratories, or command centers across vast areas. Each of the B-2's 4 engines generates more than 17,000 pounds of thrust, propelling the aircraft to speeds over 600 miles per hour and altitudes above 50,000 feet. From such height, it remains beyond the reach of every weapon available to cartel forces. No anti-air system they could obtain, no smuggled missile, no retrofitted gun platform. None of these come close to posing a threat. Even advanced radar systems from older military stockpiles, such as the Soviet P-18 spoon rest or Iran's Ghadir L-band array, are entirely ineffective against it. For these systems, detecting a B-2 is like tracking a single raindrop in a storm. This advantage stems from the aircraft's exceptional design and electronic intelligence. Its multi-mode AN/APQ-181 radar operates at low probability of interception, using algorithms that blend navigation, terrain mapping, and target acquisition into a single continuous data stream. Supporting this system is the Defensive Management System, a complex suite that identifies radar emissions from potential threats and instantly adjusts the flight path to avoid them. The bomber constantly evaluates the environment, ensuring it remains unseen from entry to exit. Even the B-2's maintenance and diagnostics are automated. Its onboard systems monitor thousands of internal components in real time, recording data and performing self-tests throughout the mission. After landing, it transmits complete performance logs to ground crews, allowing for precise maintenance without delay. Every aircraft is controlled by hardened computers designed to survive electromagnetic pulses and connected through high-speed fiber optic networks that coordinate flight, weapons, and navigation. In flight, the B-2 operates with a level of stability few aircraft can match. Its quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system adjusts control surfaces hundreds of times per second, maintaining perfect balance even in turbulent air. The engines are buried deep within the wing structure to mask both sound and heat. The exhaust is cooled through a complex channeling system that mixes hot jet gases with cool airflow, reducing infrared visibility. This makes the B-2 nearly invisible even to heat-seeking sensors, an ability that no cartel radar or surface observer can overcome. Its stealth extends across every sensory spectrum. The aircraft's carbon graphite composite body absorbs radar waves instead of reflecting them. The outer skin is coated in radar-absorbent material that must be meticulously maintained and reapplied inside climate-controlled hangars, where each aircraft is housed when not in use. Every seam, panel, and joint is engineered to microscopic tolerances to eliminate radar leakage. Even its paint, a dark matte gray, helps it vanish into the sky, blending with the upper atmosphere during high-altitude flight. This relentless attention to design gives the B-2 a radar cross-section of roughly 1/10 of a square meter, about the size of a small bird. When approaching hostile airspace, pilots engage stealth mode, minimizing every possible reflection. Even when its bomb bay doors briefly open to release ordnance, the window of detectability is so short that defensive systems cannot react in time. In more than 3 decades of service, no missile has ever been launched at a B-2. For the cartels, this reality changes everything. Their infrastructure, once hidden in remote jungles or deserts, will offer no protection. Radar outposts, lookouts, and scouts will see nothing. Within seconds, the soundless bomber will deliver its strike, releasing a payload that can obliterate entire compounds or hardened underground bunkers with precision. The B-2 is even capable of carrying the massive ordnance penetrator, a 30,000-pound bomb designed to crush reinforced facilities that conventional weapons cannot reach. 2 of these weapons can fit inside its bomb bays, making it uniquely suited for destroying cartel bunkers or buried laboratories. Once the strikes are complete, the aircraft vanishes into the upper atmosphere as silently as it arrived. The sky returns to quiet. Below, the ground teams advanced to secure the ruins, encountering no resistance, no functioning defense, no command network left to organize a counterattack. The message is absolute. There is nowhere left to hide. Should a cartel choose a direct fight with the U.S. military, one fighter jet stands ready to answer the challenge. The Warthog. The A-10 Thunderbolt II, known by its enduring nickname Warthog, was never designed for show. It was built for dominance. Its 30mm GAU-8 Avenger cannon and 16,000 pounds of bombs and missiles make it one of the most lethal strike aircraft ever built. Conceived initially to crush armored columns, the A-10 has since evolved into a weapon capable of destroying small vessels, striking with surgical precision, and holding ground under conditions that would cripple most jets. Unlike faster jets built for altitude and speed, the A-10 was designed to fight close and hit hard. It flies low, slow, and steady, roughly 350 miles per hour, bringing pinpoint firepower directly onto hostile positions. Its wings, reinforced with honeycomb panels and wide ailerons, give it exceptional agility and control in the chaos of close air support. Every part of the aircraft is engineered for endurance. Twin engines mounted high to avoid debris, redundant systems for every major function, and a titanium cockpit that can shrug off cannon fire. Few aircraft can take punishment like the Warthog. It can lose half its tail, one engine, or an entire section of its wing, and still come home. On the battlefield, that resilience becomes terrifying. A machine that refuses to die, circling low, hammering targets with a storm of depleted uranium rounds until nothing moves. Its reputation wasn't built overnight. When the A-10 first entered service, it was dismissed as slow and ungainly compared to sleek fighters. That changed with the 1991 Gulf War. 132 Warthogs flew over 8,000 sorties, destroying tanks, convoys, and missile launchers with 95% mission success. The aircraft earned its legend not only for its firepower, but for its ability to absorb hits and keep fighting. By the end of the war, even its critics admitted that no other jet could replace it. From Bosnia to Kosovo, Iraq to Afghanistan, and later Libya and Syria, the Warthog continued to define modern close-air support. It became the aircraft the ground forces wanted overhead, slow enough to see the battlefield, fast enough to stay alive, and armed enough to end the fight in a single pass. Its evolution over time has been remarkable. From the mid-2000s onward, digital targeting pods, GPS-guided bombs, and advanced communication suites transformed the Warthog into a precision strike platform. Later upgrades, Suites 8 through 11, brought night fighting systems, jam-resistant navigation, multi-target engagement, and helmet-mounted targeting that lets pilots aim simply by looking. With these tools, a single A-10 can now strike multiple fortified positions in one run, each weapon calibrated for effect. The A-10's role against organized ground forces, whether hostile militias, insurgents, or cartel convoys, remains unmatched. Its 30mm cannon can rip through armored trucks and bunkers with the same ease it once used on Soviet tanks. Its long loiter time allows it to track movements across vast areas, identify threats, and strike instantly when the moment comes. Where precision, endurance, and intimidation are required, few aircraft project such authority. In cartel warfare, where mobility and shock value often decide survival, the A-10's presence would be decisive. Convoys, supply routes, and fortified safe houses would have little defense against a jet that can orbit silently for hours, waiting for the order to unleash hell. Its upgraded sensors, radar, and guided munitions now allow it to engage from distance, minimizing exposure while maximizing impact. Despite its proven effectiveness, the A-10 has long faced bureaucratic pressure to retire. The U.S. Air Force favored newer, costlier stealth fighters like the F-35 Lightning II, hoping to reallocate billions from the Warthog's maintenance. But Congress blocked the move, demanding that any replacement equal or surpass the A-10's precision and survivability in real combat. The Warthog stayed, upgraded, and continued flying. Each new suite made it deadlier. Modern radar can track targets through fog and smoke. Data links now connect A-10s with ground forces in real time, transmitting live visuals and coordinates. Enhanced situational awareness systems prevent friendly fire, while synthetic aperture sensors turn night into day. Its adaptability has turned what was once a relic of the Cold War into a symbol of technological resilience. When 12 A-10 roared into Kandahar in 2018, they carried that legacy forward. Their mission: provide close air support with uncompromising accuracy. In 2024, as conflicts reignited across the Middle East, they returned to action, destroying ISIS strongholds and armored vehicles in Syria. With ruthless precision, if ever called upon in cartel operations, the A-10 would represent the perfect fusion of fear and control, a jet that doesn't just destroy but dismantles an enemy's will to resist. Its cannon can level compounds, its bombs can erase strongholds, and its precision ensures that nothing unnecessary burns. It can hover over battlefields or coastal zones, a constant reminder that the U.S. can strike hard, fast, and without warning. The hunter above the shadows. The F-22 Raptor is not just another fifth-generation fighter. It is precision-shaped into metal, a silent predator designed to dominate the skies before the enemy even knows it's there. Every surface of the Raptor is sculpted for invisibility. Its curves and edges deflect radar waves, while its coatings absorb energy and its exhaust cools the jet's heat signature until it fades into the atmosphere. From most angles, the aircraft reflects no more radar energy than a steel marble. The Raptor doesn't simply avoid detection, it erases it. Unlike earlier stealth aircraft that demanded constant care, the F-22 can be serviced in ordinary hangars without losing its radar low profile. It carries a built-in system that monitors its own stealth signature and alerts crews when repairs are needed. It is a machine that protects its own invisibility. But stealth is only its first weapon. The Raptor's awareness of the battle space is extraordinary. Over 30 antennas are hidden across its frame, allowing it to sense and track threats more than 200 miles away. It can detect missile launches, heat signatures, and radio emissions, all while remaining entirely silent for enemy sensors. Against cartel aircraft or armed convoys moving through remote terrain, this gives the jet an overwhelming advantage. It sees everything while staying unseen. At the core of its intelligence lies an integrated avionics suite that fuses data from every sensor, onboard and external, into one seamless tactical picture. The pilot commands more than a fighter jet. They command a digital battlefield. Radar, electronic warfare, and infrared systems merge into a single awareness network, giving the Raptor the capabilities of a surveillance aircraft and a command post combined. Its radar is both shield and weapon. The APG-70 system can track multiple targets in any weather, mapping terrain with complete clarity while remaining undetected. It shifts frequencies thousands of times per second, making interception nearly impossible. When needed, it can overload enemy sensors, turning stealth into a precision electronic strike dot. In covert missions against cartel networks, airstrips, radar arrays, or command hubs, the Raptor can identify and neutralize threats long before they transmit a single warning. It dissects hostile infrastructure with accuracy measured in meters, dismantling operations before they realize they've been found. Every detail of its design reinforces control and endurance. The cockpit surrounds the pilot with panoramic digital displays that merge flight data and live combat intelligence. Every radar ping, heat signature, and signal is shown in real time. The pressure-sensitive controls translate instinct into motion, allowing the aircraft to respond at supersonic speed. Even the pilot's survival system mirrors the jet's adaptability. Oxygen is produced on board, anti-G gear protects during violent maneuvers, and the ejection seat doubles as a survival station, equipped for isolation in any environment, mountain, jungle, or desert. When it comes to firepower, the Raptor's discipline continues. Its internal bays conceal every weapon until the instant of release. The doors open for less than a second, giving radar no time to lock on. Inside, 6 long-range AMRAAMs and 2 short-range Sidewinders wait, ready to engage the moment a target appears. If the mission shifts to precision ground strikes, those same bays adapt to carry smart bombs, 2 1,000-pound JDAMs, or smaller SDBs capable of surgically removing critical targets. For cartel interdiction, that precision is invaluable. The Raptor can eliminate command centers, convoys, or hidden airstrips with pinpoint accuracy and minimal collateral damage. Its M61A2 Vulcan cannon is its most direct statement of power. A 6-barrel, 20mm weapon hidden beneath a retractable hatch. It fires in controlled bursts, then seals itself instantly, restoring the aircraft's invisible profile. What makes the F-22 so formidable against fast-moving criminal networks is its versatility. It can fly low through mountain passes or high above the clouds, strike in darkness or daylight, and shift from hunter to guardian in seconds. Whether intercepting smuggling aircraft near the border or dismantling cartel operations deep inside hostile territory, the Raptor brings precision, stealth, and speed together as one. When paired with ground and aerial surveillance assets, it becomes the centerpiece of a modern interdiction force, detecting, tracking, and eliminating threats long before they can escape. For cartels built on secrecy and speed, the arrival of the Raptor marks the end of invisibility. Sharing the stage with the F-22 Raptor, the next fighter jet is more than a fighter. It is a force multiplier in modern air operations. The F-35 Lightning II. As a single-engine supersonic stealth multi-role aircraft, the F-35 Lightning II represents the second fifth-generation fighter in U.S. service and the first operational supersonic STOVL stealth fighter. Its combination of low observability, sensor fusion, and advanced avionics allows pilots to detect, track, and engage targets well beyond the visual range, making it particularly effective in operations against dispersed or elusive adversaries, such as cartel-run convoys or fortified strongholds. Structurally, the F-35 blends stealth, agility, and endurance. Its wingtail layout, complete with canted vertical stabilizers, leading-edge flaps, flaperons, rudders, and stabilators, ensures both aerodynamic efficiency and low radar visibility. The shorter wings of the F-35A and F-35B allow storage on amphibious assault ships, while the F-35C's larger wings increase lift and fuel efficiency for extended-range missions. The F-35's avionics and mission systems form the core of its operational edge. Sensor fusion integrates multiple data streams to provide pilots with a single, cohesive tactical picture. The AN/APG-81 AESA radar offers electronic scanning with modes for air-to-air, air-to-ground, and synthetic aperture radar mapping. The AN/ASCU-239 Barracuda electronic warfare system detects, locates, and jams hostile radar. The AN/8AQ-37 distributed aperture system offers 360-degree missile launch detection and infrared tracking. At the same time, the AN/AAQ-40 electro-optical targeting system enables laser-guided targeting, forward-looking infrared, and long-range IRIST operations. The AN/ASCU-240 communications, navigation, and identification suite allows secure, networked operations, critical for coordinating multiple aircraft and UAVs in complex missions. In the cockpit, pilots benefit from a panoramic 20x8-inch touchscreen that integrates flight instruments, weapons management, CNI data, and warnings. A speech recognition system allows hands-free command input, while the helmet-mounted display system projects sensor data, targeting information, and situational awareness directly onto the visor. By combining infrared and night vision imagery with real-time sensor feeds, the pilot can maintain full awareness in dynamic environments, such as tracking cartel convoys through urban or forested areas at night. The Gen 3 helmet introduced in 2016 added automated alignment, enhanced night vision, and liquid crystal displays. Further improving operational capability, stealth is central to the F-35's survivability. The airframe employs meticulous shaping, serrated panel edges, radar-absorbent materials, masked engine faces, and diverter supersonic inlets with compression bumps to minimize radar returns. These measures, combined with the low observable engine nozzle, allow the F-35 to operate undetected in heavily monitored airspace. Against cartel or smuggler operations, this stealth capability will enable pilots to approach convoys or fortified positions without warning, maintaining the element of surprise for precision strikes. Weapons are carried primarily in 2 internal bays with 4 stations. maintaining stealth while carrying a mix of air-to-air missiles and precision-guided munitions such as JDAM, paveway bombs, JSOW, and cluster munitions. For missions where stealth is less critical, external stations can carry additional ordnance. Ongoing enhancements, including the Sidekick weapon rack and Block 4 software upgrades, expand the aircraft's payload, integrate new munitions, and prepare it for future technologies such as hypersonic or directed energy weapons. The F-35's design balances speed, agility, and endurance with operational versatility. Its internal fuel capacity more than doubles that of the F-16, providing longer combat radius and extended loitering capability, essential for locating mobile, hard-to-find cartel targets. High-alpha flight characteristics, enabled by large stabilators and leading-edge extensions, allow extreme maneuverability during interdiction missions. Its combination of stealth, sensors, and precision weaponry creates an asymmetric advantage. Adversaries cannot react to what they cannot see, and even mobile convoys face near-zero survivability against a coordinated F-35 strike. Finally, the F-35 is built for the future. Its modular avionics and software architecture, based on millions of lines of code from prior programs, including the F-22, allow rapid integration of new weapons, sensors, and capabilities. This ensures that, as threats evolve, whether advanced air defenses or sophisticated smuggling networks, the F-35 remains at the forefront, capable of neutralizing any target before it can pose a risk. After the F-35, B-2, A-10, and F-22 dismantle the cartel's defenses, a next-generation fighter arrives to close the chapter. The future of warfare. Unlike traditional fighter jets, which operate independently, the NGAD is designed as an interconnected family of systems. At its core is the main fighter, supported by a network of unmanned aerial vehicles that the pilot can command with a single action. Each NGAD will fly alongside at least 2 collaborative combat aircraft, or CCAs, tasked with missions ranging from air-to-air engagements to ground strikes and counter-air operations. These advanced drones, whose development began in 2024, represent the cutting edge of technology, backed by up to $6 billion in U.S. investment through 2028. The CCAs are fully unmanned and guided by AI-driven software. Each is pre-programmed with mission objectives and capable of communicating in real time with its paired NGAD fighter, creating a seamless operational link between human pilot and autonomous wingman. This system provides the NGAD pilot with unmatched situational awareness, enhanced survivability, and a versatile arsenal of options. The CCAs can carry weapons, engage hostile aircraft, execute air-to-ground attacks, and perform intelligence gathering and surveillance across a wider area than a single fighter could manage. Equipped with sophisticated sensors, CCAs warn the NGAD of incoming threats, enabling early evasive action and improving missile defense. Some may also carry electronic warfare tools, such as radar jammers, giving the NGAD a further tactical advantage. Together, the NGAD and its CCAs operate as a single, unified network, overwhelming any adversary. Enemy pilots no longer face just one highly trained F-22 pilot. They confront a swarm of autonomous aircraft capable of evading missiles, jamming radar, and striking first. Even if one CCA is destroyed, the NGAD and its remaining drones maintain dominance, creating a 3-against-1 battlefield scenario and giving U.S. forces a decisive edge over potential Chinese or Russian fighters. The NGAD's stealth capabilities are the ultimate game-changer. While details remain classified, reports indicate it will achieve near-total invisibility across radar and thermal detection systems. This includes thermal cloaking, a concept once reserved for science fiction, which manipulates the aircraft's heat signature to mask engine and weapon heat, rendering the jet virtually undetectable by infrared sensors. While the NGAD will not be completely invisible, it will remain a physical aircraft surrounded by UAVs. Its ability to control its heat signature gives it a decisive edge. Traditional infrared sensors will struggle to detect it, allowing the NGAD to approach both air and ground targets without warning. potentially striking before adversaries even know it is there. Its weapon systems, inherited and enhanced from the F-22, extend this advantage even further. With the ability to engage targets beyond visual range, the NGAD and its CCAs can neutralize threats before they are ever seen, reinforcing its dominance in the skies. The fusion of stealth, advanced weaponry, and a coordinated network of unmanned drones establishes the NGAD as an almost unstoppable force in modern aerial combat. Equally critical to its performance is the NGAD's revolutionary use of materials. Unlike most aircraft that rely heavily on metal, the NGAD incorporates advanced composite materials throughout its structure, with ceramic matrix composites, or CMCs, at the forefront of its design. Traditionally, CMCs combine a reinforcement material for strength and flexibility with a matrix material to bind the components. In the NGAD, both elements are crafted from the same ceramic type, sometimes augmented with secondary fibers for added durability. This innovation produces a material that surpasses conventional ceramics and even high-performance metal alloys. The advantages are profound. CMCs maintain structural integrity at extreme temperatures, reducing the risk of warping during high-speed flight, while weighing roughly a third as much as nickel-based alloys. This combination gives the NGAD unparalleled maneuverability, allowing it to carry more weapons without sacrificing speed or agility. CMCs also exhibit remarkable fracture toughness and thermal shock resistance, enabling the jet to withstand conditions that would challenge traditional fighters. In practical terms, this means enemy pilots face not only the NGAD's advanced weapons and networked drones, but also a fighter that is lighter, faster, and more agile, capable of outmaneuvering opponents in ways previously unimaginable. The strategic implications extend beyond a single aircraft. GE Aviation is already exploring the use of CMCs in the F-35, indicating that these materials will soon enhance multiple platforms. This broader adoption signals a future in which the U.S. military's edge in aerial combat is not just maintained, but amplified, making the NGAD and its successors a dominant force across the skies. However, advanced materials and reduced weight are only part of the equation. The NGAD's speed will also rely on the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion System, or NGAP. Developed in partnership with Pratt & Whitney, the NGAP prototype, known as the XA-103, has already completed successful evaluations and is moving into ground testing. The NGAP is a cornerstone of the NGAD's design, engineered to boost overall performance and secure air superiority. Pratt & Whitney emphasizes that the system will deliver greater fuel efficiency, allowing the fighter to remain airborne longer and cover vast distances beyond the reach of current fifth-generation jets. It will also provide robust power and advanced thermal management, further enhancing the NGAD's stealth and operational effectiveness. While many specifics remain classified, insights come from John R. Sneeden, the Air Force Life Cycle Management Center's propulsion director. Sneeden, who contributed to the Adaptive Engine Transition Program for the F-35, notes that the NGAP leverages the same technology baseline, including advancements in composite materials and thermal control. These improvements will enable the NGAD to operate undetected in contested airspace while maintaining peak performance. The NGAP system is expected to allow the NGAD to supercruise at speeds far exceeding the F-22's Mach 1.7, likely approaching Mach 2. Supercruise, the ability to sustain supersonic flight without afterburners, minimizes heat emissions, keeping the jet virtually invisible to enemy sensors even at twice the speed of sound. Combined with its extended range and fuel efficiency, this capability gives the NGAD a decisive operational advantage over rival aircraft. Beyond speed, the NGAD is designed to carry a formidable arsenal. While many details remain classified, one key weapon is expected to be the Raytheon AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, or JATM. Capable of reaching Mach 5, more than twice the speed of China's J-35 fighter, the JATM can engage high-speed fifth-generation targets from distances up to 120 miles, far beyond visual range. Its guidance system, a combination of inertial navigation and active radar, ensures precise targeting even at extreme ranges. The JATM is specifically engineered to counter emerging threats. Brigadier General Anthony Genetempo, a former leader of the Air Force's weapons program, has described the missile as having greater range than the AMRAAM, with tailored capabilities to neutralize new adversary aircraft. Beyond its missile suite, the NGAD will carry the Northrop Grumman Stand-in Attack Weapon, or SIAW, a precision strike missile tailored to engage relocatable surface targets such as ships and land-based air defenses, thereby broadening the fighter's mission set to include both aerial and ground suppression. Operating from extreme heights is another central strength. The NGAD is expected to operate at altitudes near 60,000 feet, a ceiling that provides clear tactical advantages in range, stealth, and engagement tempo. High-altitude launches reduce atmospheric drag and increase a weapon's kinetic energy, enabling missiles fired from the NGAD to travel farther and faster than those launched from lower-flying opponents, which translates into the practical effect of striking long before enemy aircraft climbing 20 or 30,000 feet lower can react. That combination of reach and surprise, first look, first shot, first kill, encapsulates the NGAD's doctrinal aim to control the battle space from above while avoiding detection and decisive engagement until the moment of the strike. Even in small squadrons, the aircraft's fusion of advanced sensors, adaptive propulsion, high-altitude reach, and long-range weapons creates a disproportionate advantage, reshaping engagement geometry and forcing the cartel to confront an asymmetric threat. Thanks for watching. Now check out the videos popping up on screen for more unbelievable stories.